Dun, 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 dun.
Da, 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 da.
Ow. Fudge. 6D diesels. So, for a quick Wednesday interlude, we are doing a Capri based update, aren't we, Fudgy?
Indeed we are.
Because everyone keeps asking how you're doing with your Capri. And, well, it's looking a bit more like a Capri than the day you bought it.
It is. It's like it's got a full wheel arch in the back.
Yeah. And it's a nicely welded in wheel arch, because that isn't obviously all bog.
No, that's not all bog.
That is what the boys from Salvage Rebuilds call a skimmer filler, and that is very much a skimmer filler.
That is a skimmer filler. It's all been seam welded all the way through, flush, so it's all butt welded up.
You didn't just stick it on the outside like we did in the 80s and weld around the outside of it?
No, that means lots of filler and
nastiness.
Yeah.
So I suppose what we ought to do is, if I grab the camera, you can lead.
Grand tourage.
Grand tourage of the stuff that has been done to the Capri.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we get the more exciting stages of painting it and stuff like that, we could do a bit more.
We could.
Because it's quite difficult, because it is sort of your project.
It is. I only do it sort of when I get the chance, basically.
You went a whole week off doing it the other week.
I did, and there was a couple of weeks before that.
I think you probably spent at least a month so far welding this thing up. And remortgaged, sold the house, and the children, and stuff to pay for the panels.
Spent lots. It's expensive.
I didn't realise how expensive Capri panels had got.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Right, well, I suppose I get the big cameraman. Everyone's going to have to do the wobbliness. So, obviously, rear of Capri, I can sort of see the bit that you have replaced on.
Yeah, as you can see, I had to cut all the rear valance out because it was rusty. There was loads of pinpricks. Yeah, it wasn't worth saving, so I thought, buy a new panel. So I bought the panel.
Yeah.
I had to cut the hole out for the towing eye.
You'll need that.
Because I'll need that, because obviously that's for the parachutes to slow me down.
Sorry, I thought you needed it for towing it out of a ditch when you'd had a bit too much rear-wheel drive action.
And that. So, yeah, that's all been welded in, seam welded through here, spot welded through to the floor. I've had to put in a rear leaf spring chassis section here.
That side, and you've had to make the links to the back this side as well, haven't you? Or are you still doing
well, I haven't put the new ones in this side, so that's why I've still got the spot weld holes exposed there.
Right. Shall we cruise to the front of the Capri gear?
Yeah.
Because I do know that you've spent quite a lot of time. Oh, and I do like the way you've made that old fuel tank that didn't come off this car look like a new one.
I have, that's brand spanking new from 1980s Capri.
Well, it is 90, nice job of painting that, yeah. Right, so now we're at the front end of a Capri, obviously me still being cameraman. Yep. So you've had to invent yourself a valance, haven't you, Fudgy? Because that bit wasn't attached and was a bit...
This bit was not attached. None of this was attached.
Yeah.
And the guy had tried to repair parts of the valance, and he did a real bad job.
And they're hideously expensive. These are
like £1,500, and there's like an 8-month.
£1,500 for a front valance?
That's more than I paid.
You should be able to buy like 5 Capris for that.
Yeah, it's more than I paid for the car, and I'm not paying that much money.
No.
And it's an 8 months.
Let me move around here and we'll crouch down a bit, and then. So at current,
I've bought these.
So you got new ends.
I've got new end pieces. So
a bit of recycled Capri in the middle.
Yeah, that's the original part. So I've cut all the bad bits out.
Yeah.
I've got the 2 sections for the top hats.
So they're new sections, aren't they?
They're new second hand.
You bought a chunk, didn't you?
I bought a chunk.
Yeah.
So I've had to cut all the bits off and rebuild it to the proper shape. Now, unfortunately,
that bit in the middle
he'd cut this middle bit out as well, and it was all out of wonk. And
that doesn't look right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
So I'm going to have to cut all this out and put it in properly, because it's supposed to be a bit of an angle,
which isn't.
Which it's not, and I can't get it to line up at the moment. So I've got to chop all that out.
And then that in the middle that's the original centre.
This is the original.
So that's the original centre section.
And you can see, I don't know if you
the pigeons, yeah.
And obviously cuckooed.
Yes.
So I've had to cut this out,
but we need to save on that.
But I'm saving this, because I'm going to chop it out
and
stitch it in
So that's like it's going to be like one big assembled panel by the time you're finished.
Yeah, this will be one assembled, and then a piece in the middle.
Yeah.
There's lots of lining up, marking up.
So you've got to be right. You've put new inner wing plates on one side, haven't you? Which is what that is. That's like the front.
Yeah, this basically sits in.
We'll have a look underneath in a minute, and we can wave that around, can't we?
Yeah. So I've basically done the passenger side. So I had to cut all the bad poop out.
Yeah.
And weld in good and do it properly.
Yeah.
So it's
all
done nicely.
So we're then on to this exciting repair is an original, isn't it?
Yeah, so
that's leaded, but we don't know what's underneath it.
No,
we haven't decided on that.
Not 100% sure what I'm going to do with that. I mean, I'll check out from underneath.
And you can see what it's
like.
Yeah.
And then if it's okay, I shall shape that.
That's the new wing that came with the car, isn't it?
That's what came with the car. As you can see, it's a pirate panel. So you've got a nice gap at the top. And then it's sort of
that's what
like the English Channel.
You could just chop a bit of the door off and shove it up a bit, couldn't you?
No, I'm gonna fabricate a piece to go in there,
to make it fit.
To make it fit right, get the shaping right.
You do realise that the body panel lines weren't that good, so we did not when they came
were
out the
pretty
factory.
pants, but I went and had a look at a new old stock Capri the other week, and it's mint. It's from the 1980s. Never put on the road, and the gaps were absolutely perfect.
That must have been a good day.
It was a real peach of a car.
So you have repaired on the because we had a load of holes around the sunroof, didn't we?
We did. We had loads of holes, so I've had to cut all this out here.
Skimmer filler again.
Yeah, that's just to get the just to get the shaping right. Yeah. So basically, I had to rebuild all of this section throughout here.
Yeah.
Likewise with the front.
Shall I toddle round? Hang on. So, because you had a big section cut out here.
There was a big section that was cut out here.
Yeah.
So I've refabricated that.
Yeah.
Stitched that in.
Yeah.
Again, skimmer filler, just to get the shapings right.
Yeah, totally. And then just literally etch primed, and then that's
primer. On it, and also there was the section on this side.
Yes, because there was a chunk missing here.
Yeah, so there's a great big chunk missing there.
Yeah.
So there was 3 chunks.
Yeah.
They're all welded up.
Yeah,
tickety boo.
Nice.
So it's
and that's the rest of the roof. And then the sunroof is all ready to rock and roll from there, isn't it?
Pretty much. There's a few little dinks in the roof that I'll feather out.
Do we call that? We couldn't call it hail damage because we don't really get big hail here. But she don't look bad, does she?
Whoa.
So then we go down to this corner because this corner of the windscreen had a bit of an exciting repair and some leading in it as well, didn't it?
It did. I mean, I checked underneath it,
yeah,
and it looked pretty good. So I just shaped it.
Yeah.
So I got all the shaping in there and give it the old etch priming.
That's to say, nice curve, right curve.
Nice curves. So it's all pretty cool around there.
So that's that ridiculously expensive new wing that I ordered for about 350 quid.
Yeah, that come all beat to pieces.
It came with a big dent.
It had a great big dent in the middle, down the sides.
Yeah.
It's still not quite right now.
Because all things like strut tops and stuff on this are good, aren't they?
Yeah, so the strut top on this side's good.
Yeah.
The one on that side,
you've got a little bit of a pickle.
I've got a repair panel to go in there.
So that's to cut the top out there.
So I'm literally going to cut the whole top out and stitch a new section in there.
Yeah, that bit there.
Yeah.
Shall we go up and then we can look at, because there's a bit more to do to the underside, isn't there?
There's quite a fair old bit to do to the underside.
Right, so we are now underneath a Capri.
Yes.
Now, we'll come back to that bit in a minute, because that bit there's not looking terribly special, is it?
Whoa. I'd say it's a bit foobar.
I do like that lovely quality patch that someone has welded on there 20 years ago that has rotted out as well as the bit beside it.
Yeah, it's got one on that side too. Look at that.
Oh,
isn't that just
that is thing of beauty. I mean, the bloke that did that must have been proud of himself.
I think so.
I mean, the fact he was so proud, he didn't even attempt to disguise it with weld sealer and goo.
Yeah, no, that's MOT welding.
Well, I can remember MOT quality welding.
Yeah, wow. That's something else, isn't it, eh? But yeah.
So we cruise down this side of the chassis leg, so...
Yeah.
I mean, actually, by being a bit pickly...
He's not too
You've got a little bit to sort there, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm going to chop him out because I've got a repair section for in here. So that'll go from here back to there.
Yeah, because that's your shiny new Valance, obviously, there.
Shiny.
Shiny. That is quite shiny, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So spare tyre well's all right. Did you put a chunk in there or did you just have to
I put I put a chunk in here.
You put a whole floor corner you made.
Floor in there. I had to remake all this section up
Yeah.
because that had evaporated and gone.
And that's that new chassis leg that you've just
And that's
sticked
new
in.
chassis leg on this side.
Hang on, let me come round this side of it.
I had to put a wee patch in here.
Yeah.
So he's patched up in there.
Let's have a close up. If you move over that way a bit, keep pointing the torch, we'll go in for a...
So yeah, so
That's not bad.
it's
job,
not
Fudge.
too bad. Once he's all undersealed and stuff, he'll look okay.
Yeah, because that's only, that up there is the where the bump stoppers fell off, but that's the mount, not the...
Yeah, that's the mount. I've actually got new bump stops.
You got a new bump stop, so that's cool.
Yeah,
The rest of the floor there, if you shine the torch up a bit, so you've rust killed.
I've rust killed the front end.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. I mean, this is all okay.
So you've got to attend to that
So
bit.
I've got to
over
attend-
that hole there,
Yeah.
and then
That corner.
well, you got to make the joiners to pick the back panel up.
Yeah.
In a flitch over there is all right, isn't it?
Well, on this side, I can see a couple of holes, so I'm gonna have to cut that section right
Oh,
up in there.
there.
See, so I've got to cut that section out
Yeah.
and stitch a new piece in.
What's the inner flitch on like there then? Is he any good?
Yeah, he's a bit.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
Wants a bit of chiselling out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll give it a good old clean up. See what
Mind you,
it's
that
like.
arch is pucker though, isn't it?
That is the original arch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the original arch, and if we swing round here, that's your stitched
That's
in
me
arch.
stitched in
Oh,
inner
hang on.
arch.
You go that away. So let me have that. I'll do the light
You do the
and
lighting,
camera.
and yes.
Yeah, so that's nicely fitted. Actually, that corner there, because you've rebuilt that bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
So that section there, you actually made that imprint.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah, that's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
And you've got a little bit of a hole up in there.
There's a little bit up there, so I'm going to cut that section out and
Yeah.
stitch a new piece in
Oh,
there.
I'll give you the light
obviously.
back. So if we go here, then we're
Yeah.
on to this bit, aren't we?
Yeah. Now I've got replacement because you can buy the replacement patches, which is
That inner sill.
this part, and this part.
If you go there, so that inner sill there is not looking terribly special. That
No,
really,
so I'm going to have to cut all that out
Yeah.
and weld a new piece, fabricate a new piece, and weld a new piece in there. I've bought the sections for the front leaf spring hanger.
Yeah.
Repair section,
Yeah.
which comes in lots of little bits. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
That's all
So
good. You can put that all together
I can put
around
that
it.
all together, whack it in.
How far forward does it go? So the back of the floor looks solid.
Yeah, so that's basically the new section will be
Oh, it's all of that.
all
piece.
of this piece here. Not this though. You can't buy this. So I've got to
make that.
I've got to make all this.
Yeah. Only the back of the floor up there. looks
Floor
pretty.
is not too bad. I mean,
No, it's more surface, isn't it? And it's
Yeah.
amazing how, what's it like in there? Have you got? It's, it's gone on the end of the sill.
yeah. So
It's got a
he's
bit, a bit thin there.
bit thin in throughout here. It's not major, but again, I'm going to cut it all out.
Do it
Do it all
proper.
proper, so it should last a few
We
years.
pop back outside here because the outer sill it came with that cut
Yeah,
out.
so that was cut out already, and the wheel arch had basically disappeared. So what I'm going to have to do here, because obviously you've got holes here, holes through here, is I'm actually going to cut this section out and fabricate a new section for that,
Yeah,
and likewise
that
with
allows
the
you
outer
access
seal.
at
That-
least, and then you can get the inner
I
sill
can get
behind
the
it.
inner seal and then put the outer seal on.
What are we like on the old front chassis legs on them? Then?
Wow.
The inner seals in here aren't bad, are
It's
they?
not overly bad. I mean, the front chassis section on this side's okay. I haven't found any holes as such.
There's one there in that footwell.
Oh yeah, but the footwell on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's not killer. is
And
it?
he sort of goes up, but you can see where Matey Boy's repaired.
Oh yes, he's put a. That's a nice.
It's beautiful, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so you're
I mean,
having-
that's so nice. I'm just going to cut it out and do it
Throw
properly.
it away. So that's coming out because you've done. This
Yeah,
one,
I've
haven't
done
you?
this
That's all
this
done.
other side.
Well, apart from
Apart from
that's the pigeons again, isn't it?
yeah, but he's got a hole on this side of it, so he's.
Oh, so that's a remake.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So I'm going to remake. I mean, you can buy this section, but
Yeah.
I'm
Just gonna fold it
I'm
up.
going to fold it up and make it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Then I've got the floor to sort out
Yeah, you've got a bit
through
of,
here.
bit of self-lightning going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But
then,
I've rebuilt all the inner wing.
yeah, I was about to say because we haven't got the wing sat on it at the moment.
Yeah.
And
Battery tray was all rebuilt. I've rebuilt that.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
So you can kind of see all that
Yeah.
and all on the inner
And
post.
then we got this sort of slightly.
Lovely.
Let me
piece
come the
of-
other side of this round. We've got this slightly frilly lower inner valance. What would you call that? Radiator support.
It's radiator support front valance support thingy. I don't actually know the proper name for it, but I'm sure we'll get told what it's called.
Painting that suspension strut. That looks quite posh.
Yeah, that looks brand spanking.
I didn't realise you'd done
And the
that.
bottom arm, that's all hammer-righted.
Is it? Has it actually got good bushes and stuff in it as well?
Yeah.
I'll give these people a bit more of a look of, because at the moment you're just trying to pin this valance together to get the car to all fit right, aren't you?
Yeah. So it's just pinned together. I mean, it's all loosely in there at the minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got to jig it about, get the measurements right, and then I can cut.
Yeah, because I mean, most of this is about trying to get your panel gaps right.
This is it. I mean, I don't want to weld it all together.
No,
before.
And then find it's banana and nothing fits.
Yeah. So I'm going to make sure it's all spot on, and then I shall cut through, and then butt weld.
Yeah, but so you haven't got an overlap on it.
Yeah, and then I can get the top sections put on.
So
and then
this other seal's quite good, isn't it, on the outside?
he's a little bit
He's
crusty.
bleeding at the back there, but he's not hideous.
No, but again, I shall chop that out.
Yeah, well, at least got to scrub it because someone's been. That was you.
No, that was already like it.
But I mean, that wheel arch is, apart from the slight dent in it, is quite good.
Yeah, he's kissed a post of some sort.
Ran out of talent.
He ran out of talent and beat it into something.
Because the doors are just sort of hung on here with one bolt at the moment on to get the body lines.
Just to get the body lines,
I do like the way that you fitted your 2.8 wheels on the back, but you never quite got to the front.
Yeah, because the front ones were flat.
Oh, they didn't blow up.
They didn't blow up.
No.
So yeah, I will get some new tyres for it.
Yeah, get some new booties, and then it will look like a 2.8, but it won't actually.
But it won't actually be a 2.8. Yeah.
You've got a 2.8 seats as well. You can.
I have got the 2.8 seats.
We've got the 2.8 seats out of that horrible red box.
I am seriously considering spraying it in crystal blue, which is 1986 2.8.
Can I put a big Mercedes diesel engine in it for a laugh?
No.
Oh. I've never seen a super turbo diesel Capri. Perhaps we're missing a.
It
We're
could
missing
be
a
the
call.
first ever diesel Capri,
Could
couldn't
be.
it?
I've got all sorts of exciting stuff we could wedge in that.
Yeah, but I've gone and bought myself a racy exhaust system for this one
Well,
now.
you throw that away. That's fine. Oh, you know what it's like. You buy all these pieces for a car, never fit them, sell them on.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I think a man could probably get. I would have thought a 605 would go in there nicely. I've got a 6-speed manual box for one. I never considered having a diesel. Well, I wouldn't have. You would. Having a diesel Capri. I love the way you've gone all quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, no.
No.
Just a quick update.
It's a quick
isn't it?
update, isn't it? Because that did come out nice, didn't it? What's the panel thickness is pretty good too, actually, isn't it?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
You notice a little bit.
Yeah, this one was deeper this side than it is that side, but it is.
And
I have to say it without throwing up, a Magnum panel.
I know nothing about this.
Yeah, no. Express panels are the cream of the crop. Magnum, not so good.
Oh.
But
mind you, someone's making bits for a car.
someone's making bits for the car, so with a little bit of fettling, a little bit of beating here and there.
Are we gonna fill it full of fillers so it's like got no back bumper and it's smooth?
No.
So
No, I don't like that look.
We can't put a diesel in it. We can't smooth everything off. This Capri restoration is getting a bit proper, you know.
I know. Plus, there's the purists out there that would rip my head off if I did something.
Well, they will do if you paint it blue.
Yeah, but it's black.
What's wrong with the black car? It shows every mark.
It
Mind you, a blue car will show every mark as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and get it as straight as I possibly can, but it's the fact that in the summertime, it'll cook the interior.
You live in England.
I know, but we still get a little bit of sunshine. Those half a days of the year,
half a day
during the summertime. But yeah, no, I like the idea of the blue.
You paint whatever colour you want, mate. It's your car.
I'll probably change my mind and keep it black, but
I
have seen that picture and
I
I've
did have
fallen
an
in love with
orange Capri.
I had an orange Capri and I smashed it into a wall up in Shaftesbury during a winter's snowy day.
I sold mine to Timmy.
Did you?
Yeah, it was awful. It was Focus ST.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that pearlescent-y?
Yeah, it was falling off as well.
Oh, and my orange one that I bought for, what was it, £60, and it was in a lay-by out Pimper, and it caught fire. So I bought it.
Defired it.
Defired it, stuck a 1600 engine in it, screamed it around for about
Mark
6
II, Mark
months.
I,
It was Mark III, and then I broke the crankshaft on it. And bought a 2 litre S which was rotten, and I took all the bits off and restored the 2 litre S. But yeah, no,
I don't think there's anything particularly else exciting we can show to people. We have got a slightly listing Reliant Regal Supervan.
We have.
Plastic pig, not plastic pig, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But that's a secret, and that's a
It is a secret.
And everything else is pretty work-based. Haven't got back to the recovery truck.
Yeah.
And we, yeah. So I suppose that's a Capri update.
That's a Capri update. You know, thanks for the interest, guys. But it will take time because obviously, like I said, it's as and when I can kind of fit it in.
We'll try and get it to a point where you can whiz round next summer.
I'm gonna try for the summertime. Yeah. So.
Blimey, you're going to need a lot of time off.
I know. Good job I've got a good boss, isn't it?
Hello, he is. Never met him. Right. Now, Fudge, 60 Diesels Capri update done. We will see you Sunday with some other degree of
madness,
stupidity. All radio controlled boats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's quite cool. Anyway, we'll see.
Yes.
We'll see.